Is the Razer Blackshark V2 HyperSpeed worth it in 2026? We're going to go over that in a second. So these here are the Razer Blackshark V2 HyperSpeeds, and they are a very affordable, budget-friendly wireless headset. I want to clarify that these aren't mine. Emma bought these about a month ago, and she has been loving them way more than her cheap Amazon. Unfortunately, we did pay more than we thought we would. We went to Best Buy when we got these, but you can get them on Amazon right now for about 109 Canadian on sale, typically around 137, I guess. I think we paid like 180. So a little bit about the headphones. They're very lightweight, coming in at 280 grams. There's a ton of cushion, a metric ton of cushion. It is cushion central. You see in this? Now listen, I got the HyperX Cloud 3s wireless. These are awesome headphones, but look at the amount of cushion in the Razer headset. I mean, you could say that, these are pretty well used, but God, look at that. Very comfortable headphones, even for me. I haven't worn them a ton, but she could speak for you and tell you that they are super comfortable. I wore them for a little bit, getting everything tuned and set up, and I thought that they were super comfortable. So a little bit about these. These have THX spatial audio. They got a bendable microphone, which I mean, gotta have a bendable microphone. They got 50 millimeter drivers, which in layman's terms mean them hoses 50 millimeters, 5 centimeters, or approximately 3 inches in length for you Americans. You have the options between 2.4 gigahertz, Bluetooth, or wired connection via the USB charger down here, and they are indeed Type-C, as everything should be nowadays. They are rated for 70-hour battery usage. I don't know how true that is, because I think if you're like a normal human being, you're going to charge your stuff every few days because you don't want to run into a situation where you actually just run out of battery for no reason. And if you don't do that, why don't you do that? So we got a few buttons on this little fella right here. We got a mute button, we got a power button, we got a volume dial, we got a mode selector button. So if you go on Razer's application, Synapse, you can actually go between sound profiles. So for gaming, for music, for you name it, There are a few headphones that I think that I've ever tried where I've felt this little fatigue on my head. I love these, but after 4 hours, my ears are starting to hurt. And I've used these for a few sessions on my own when she's not here. Don't tell her. But I find that they're very, very comfortable, and I don't get the same fatigue. To her liking as well, it is very suited for small heads. It works very well for large heads. So there's a pretty good happy medium here. And I'm not going to lie to you, the microphone is really good for a headset microphone at this price point. So this is what the microphone sounds like. I have it wired right now because I don't want to go unplug the dongle from her computer because I feel like that would just be rude. You can hear that it is very clear microphone. I don't know where the little pop filter went. It comes with the little foam thing. Cats probably took it. You can tell that you can still hear from a pretty good ways away, which keeps it away from your mouth, keeps it away from all the... But they sound really good for 130 bucks. I mean, come on. It doesn't get much better than that. There's also a mute button, and it works really... Now, the ear cups are a bit noise isolating. They're definitely not noise canceling, but you can definitely hear a little less, and I think that it's just enough that it's not going to stop you completely from hearing what's happening in your house, but it'll totally be enough to keep you in the zone. Sorry. On Amazon, these are rated with 4.1 out of 5 with over 900 reviews. I think the reviews speak for themselves. Most people are pretty happy with just how the product is. The highlights in features for people that have recommended these say the quality is great, comfort's great, microphone quality is great, the weight is great, battery life is great. Now, some of the downfalls, some people say that they do have wireless connectivity issues. Emma hasn't had these issues in the month, so it could be defective. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Functionality-wise, they're pretty straightforward. I mean, it doesn't really get much more simple than this. You got really 3 things you can use. Once you've picked your profile, there's not really much of a reason to switch it unless you need to have a different profile. But other than that, power button, microphone, your volume, all can be done from right here. If you're wearing something like an Alienware headset, this is probably going to be an upgrade. But I mean, don't expect these to be like studio grade quality audio. They're still a gaming headset. And if you want that kind of audio, you don't get a gaming headset. A gaming headset is designed to be comfortable for long use and stylish, which you can see is in this white here. This is the box that it comes in. Very simple box, the good old Razer box. Inside the box you get the headphones, you get the dongle, and you get cable. You open it up from the bottom, you flip it open, and very simply you got your stuff right here ready to rock and roll. You'll find your dongle in this crack, and you'll find your headphones in there and the wire even deeper, and then you get manuals and a sticker. Overall though, for the price, very kick-ass, but the only thing left to do is let you know what she thinks about the headphones, so I guess I'll hand it out to her.
My perspective, I did a pros and cons. I wrote yes or no, but it's more of a pros and cons list. They're very comfy to my liking. They're not too tight. I have a very, very small head though. Sam has a big head. They're probably tight on his, but width-wise, they're not super tight. I tried some on that were like suction to my head, and I really hated that. I like that it's leather on the side, but soft material. It's inverted. It's soft material on the inside. They're chunky, so that's a yes for me. It might not be a yes for you, or I know Sam does not particularly like chunkier headsets, but I do. I tried the music on it. Very good bass and sound. My cons, the mic does not come out. It's the only thing that bothers me, because now I have a mic like this and I have to like tuck it away like that, but sometimes it doesn't always stay, and I would rather just be able to like pluck it out. Limited in colors, so there's only black and white, so if you want a color of any kind, you can't. You can have black and white. And then I put chunky also in the cons, because it might be a con for you, just not for me. There were similar ones at the store that I tried on, but I didn't get to try these on. I am not disappointed. They're very comfy and they wrap around my ears properly. I'm very picky with headsets because most of the time they just fall off my head because I can't get them to go small enough. Like Sam's headset is a great headset, but the smallest setting is not tight enough on my head. It just like goes forward or backwards. These ones, you can get them like this small, which is pretty good, but you can also like make them big so they fit Sam's big head. From someone who doesn't know anything about tech or anything like that, I really like these and I really enjoy them, and they sound really good, and they're super comfy and they're cute. And there's a button here for the volume, and that's it.
That about covers it up for the average man's review. If you're looking for super in-depth breakdowns of a product, this is not for you, but I'm going to explain to you the stuff in words that make sense to you so that you can understand if you're not one of those tech freaks online. Because I'm half tech freak, but I'm also a human being, so I feel like we could relate on that level at least a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry all these videos take so long to put out. Again, I gotta spend money to make a video here. I'm trying to do some other things. I don't even know if this is gonna come out before or after other things, but anyway, there's a few things in the works. I'm gonna get you something as soon as I can. In the meantime, check these videos out on the screen here to keep yourself entertained. And if you need something else, why don't you check out my gaming channel where I post consistently. I'll see you guys later.